Whoops, there we go. Hi guys, Tarek with Cyclone FPV. Sorry, I was not able to press that button in time to do the screen change. So, hey, I got some RMAs and some repairs to do, and what better way to do it than live and chat with you guys at the same time and show you guys a few things. So, I've got some guys coming over today too, a couple customers to get things done. Actually, it's a customer and a professor at a school here, so I'm going to help them out as well. But in the meantime, if anybody's just sitting around, has got nothing to do, you're more than welcome to watch us get this part done. So I'm going to be doing, again, first thing we're going to be doing right now is a receiver, or a transmitter receiver. So this is brand new. We're going to be doing the Tyrannus. Let me do this picture here real quick. If I can make this work, there we go. Boom. So I'm going to be opening the X9D+. We packed this up, and it's like, hey, Rocky, how you doing? So you know what? I figure Rocky, and I don't know if this may be lame or not, but I figure what I'm going to do is, as I'm doing these repairs and stuff, or doing these setups, I figure we'll just go live. If people have nothing to do, they can watch, and maybe somebody will learn something. So sorry if you all get sick of seeing me, but somebody I know can benefit from some of this. So let's see what we got, right? All right, so this is going to be, we're going to open this one up. It was packed to ship, but then told the customer I would load this for him. And look, this is one of those things where if I can save the headache for you guys by updating these before you get them, I'll do it. You know, you wanna. Hey, Michael, if you guys wanna, get your receivers and your transmitters and have me configure them for you, so you don't have to worry about it. You got it. We'll do that. So this is gonna be the new X9D+ 2019 carbon fiber edition. Hey, Tyler. And so I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. And like I said, I promised the customer we'd set it up for him. So why not? We'll make it a little easier on him, right? And let me verify we've got everything here. Okay, we do. And on this one, we're going to be setting up the XM Plus. Okay, and he's got his battery here. I'm going to leave it in. I may check this out, but it has not been charged yet. So, hey, there's my Thor. I got to tell you, man. I got to tell you, Thor, that I was watching your video, and I went and I got my wife, and I said, I need you to see this. Look what this guy's doing. Thor, you're flying. I mean, I remember talking to you when this all started, man, when you were getting into this and doing stuff, and now look at you. You are blown up professional pilot. Congratulations. It's an honor to have been a part of, to have sold you a drone a long time ago. Congratulations, by the way. Cedric, yeah, I'm back at it again, man. I'm going to keep doing these so that we can hopefully, get, as long as I got stuff to do and you guys have time, we'll make it work. So let's see. Okay. Let's go ahead, and I guess what I'll do is I'll put the I'll use the battery here. I don't think these are going to come charged enough for me to do that, so maybe I'll wait. But he did buy this battery. Maybe I'll just use mine for the time being, just so that we can make this go a little quicker, because I don't think that one's going to be charged. So let's do that. All right, and we're going to get a memory stick. I'm going to be going through some repairs and RMAs and stuff. Hey, thank you as well, Thor. I mean, like, I'm really shocked, man. So please always keep me in mind to send me videos and links and stuff. Yeah, I did. Robert, I think I was working at it till 4 o'clock, man. We did that awesome repair. First, we did the QX7 tutorial, and then a customer that was watching that, he had sent me his receiver or his transmitter, and we did a whole board replacement. We did this one, actually. We removed the main board replacement for him at like 4 in the morning. It was great. I love it. Hey, there. Yeah, that's up, man. What's up, Jimmy? So, all right, let me get to this now. We're going to go ahead and get this loaded and go through some of this. So brand new, and we need to set it up and update it and get the firmware update. So let's get started, right? So I'm going to share my screen here real quick, and obviously, like I said before, you guys will most likely see. Let me see if I can get rid of that somehow. Get the chatting removed so that it doesn't have to pop up in the way. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. If I can do it from my phone, that'll be ideal. So let's see. And then we'll get started on flashing this, but I want to try to make it to where those things are not in the way. So let's see. All right, I think I've got it here, hopefully. Okay, it says it's ready to display, so I'm going to see if I can get this to work so it doesn't pop up. I may get one of you guys to test this with me real quick. So if you could maybe, let me see if I see a message pop up. Somebody send me something. Just type on the chat here so I can see if it transfers over. I'm going to watch it against the computer and the cell phone and make sure if I can see it. If you don't mind, just put like, hey, anything while that's happening, and I'll see if it comes up. All right, well, while I'm doing that, let's see if we can make this work, right? Okay. So, going to get our cables ready. My cable's a little dirty. Hey, there it is. There it is. Thank you, Greg. I see it. Awesome. So now I can close this one down and we can leave it up on here. So let me just tell this phone not to turn off. And I can at least watch the messages while I'm doing this. So bear with me. And then we don't want it to go into auto lock. So let's do never, done, done, done. And I think we're back. Yes. Okay. So we're going to start with this one. I've got the battery ready and we're going to now share the computer screen. So let me open that real quick. So we're going to go to OpenTX and we'll do it like this. And there we go. Boom. All right. So we're ready to go. And yeah, Robert, well, you know what the thing is I had to talk to him and verify it. And it's a big deal. I'm proud of the fact that we can do that. And it does fall back. So it's not just starting yesterday. It's just something there that we got. So that was implemented and we got the details worked out and I'm excited about it. So whether your shipment is delayed from a month ago or what have you, or 3 weeks ago, you can still file it now as long as you have the route insurance added. And most people do because it's set up by default like that, okay? All right, let me try to get comfortable with this thing. So we've got our OpenTX ready to go. And I believe what we're gonna do here is we're going to go to use my X9D+. I'm gonna set up a new profile. So let's do this one. Well, actually I have an X9D+ 2019, so let me go check that out real quick. I've got the 4 options that I want. Okay, so we're going to click OK on this, and I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, and let's get it ready. Okay, so we're at firmware 2.3. We're going to upgrade to firmware 2.3.7. So let's do that. Let me show you how that's going to happen. So we enter into our mode here, and there is no USB stick in this right now, so please understand that. And you don't have to have one, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do this without using USB stick. And I know you don't have to. You can do all the firmware stuff just like this without the USB stick, so you'll be just fine. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our download feature here, and we want to check for updates. And then since it shows that the last one I did was this one, I'm going to go ahead and download the firmware again. And I'm going to put it in my X9D+. We're going to go to our downloads, and let's do this real quick. This part is, I've got enough videos on it. What I want to do is really get to the part about just updating these things, but let me go to where I've got I know I have it here somewhere. Transmitters, X9D+ 2019, right here. So we're going to go to card contents, and we're going to put it in firmware right there. Okay, OpenTX. And we're going to bring this down and just make the file name X9D+ 2019, and we're going to delete this part because I don't want the long file name. So there we go. See, yep, okay. Click save. I'm hoping that I'm seeing all these. Okay, all right. I think I'm going to open the chat on here anyway, so you guys are going to see the chat as well, because trying to do it on the phone is it's not working very well. Let me do this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish our update real quickly. So it's going to pull it from my card contents folder, which I verify. This is where it is. And we're going to go ahead and write it. And we are going to use a check for hardware compatibility right now just to make sure everything's good. So go ahead and click Write to TX. Okay. And our goal here is to get it from, you can see the bootloader on the screen. If I show you this, you can see the bootloader here says it's 2.3.0, and we want to get to 2.3.7, right? So let's get ready for that. Okay, it's done, and I'm going to download the new SD card contents in case I don't have the right ones. So let me go ahead and click this. I just did this yesterday, but I'm going to do this again just to verify I've got the newest version. All right, let me see if I can stand this up. As a matter of fact, I'll use my phone to balance this, I guess. Well, no, that won't work. I need something. How about this little plastic box here? All right, now, that being said, how about I go and see if I can see, that's downloading, so let's minimize this and this, open my chat just in case, because I'm not able to see anything on my phone very well, so let's do that, and let's go back to OpenTX, and click close, and let's move this over here. Okay. Now, that being said, how's our download coming? All right, it's coming good. And then we've got our receiver here that we're going to be doing our update on right here, actually. So this is going to be XM Plus. So we'll go ahead and get ready. There, that looks like it fits better. Maybe like this. And our download is done. All right, so we're going to go ahead and show this in the folder. And let's take this and we're going to cut it. And we're going to go to our documents and then our transmitters folder. Where is that? Right here. And then X9D plus 2019. We're going to paste this here. And I think it's the one I already have. No, it's not. So I haven't done the X9D plus. I did the X9D yesterday, with the X9D plus I haven't done. So let me go ahead and extract this now. I'm going to extract all. I didn't see Michael Parrish's comment. I apologize if I missed it. I've got to, let me see. So I apologize if you can do it because I was switching chat platforms here. So we can close this one. And we're going to go here. And we're going to select the destination and click extract. I thought we had, I could have sworn that on one of mine, the closed captioning was coming up. And I wanted to say it was on YouTube. Let me check. I don't know if anybody's watching it from YouTube, but I know at some point I had the closed captioning coming up. So I'd be surprised if it's not, but I'll check again on that. All right. Now I've got to find my coffee, so bear with me a second, because I cannot work without my coffee. Which I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. As we're doing this extraction, we're going to go ahead and minimize that. We're going to go ahead and, prepare to decrease the size of the folder by getting rid of those additional languages we don't need. And then what do we have? We got a bunch of stuff to do. All right, so here we go. It is coming up. Hey, so if Michael can read it, I guess it's coming up there then, Michael. So I don't know if that's what you guys are referring to, but I didn't see Michael's message again, so I don't know if it was a question of whether we have closed captioning or whether he's saying that he sees it now. But in either case, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and here's our SD card contents folder. So if this is your first time doing this again, you need to take this information here and you need to move it to your SD card contents folder. So let's click copy and let me go up to X9D plus, and here's my card contents folder here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just rename this to say, I'm going to say, let me go here and I'm going to say new folder, and I'm just going to call it SD card. Okay, SD card, yeah, here we go. I'm going to paste these in here because I don't want to mess with the old ones. So let me paste these here. Okay, hey, thanks, Doug. I appreciate you letting me know. Okay, so for the card contents, we're going to do that. And then don't forget, we're going to delete the languages we don't want, because you can see there's 2,164 files. And the sound folder is making up pretty much 100%, almost 100% of the entire size of this, right? So we're just going to go ahead and click on sounds and get rid of all the languages you don't need. It's going to drop it quite a bit. So we're going to do that real quickly. All right. And then we're going to go here and here. And again, this is going to be set up without using an SD card. Okay, so the only difference is, you don't have some of the files like the sounds and things, they won't stay on here. You would use an SD card for that, but it's really not a big deal here. All right, so that's going to shrink this down. So there we go with this. I'm going to go back to my settings now, and I'm going to tell it that my SD card is going to be, let's go to, I had an XT as well. Look at that, FrSky XT. I did have it right here. I had done a new one, so let me go to transmitters, but since I'm using this one, XD plus X9D plus 2019. No, you know what? I'm going to go use the one that I did here. Let's go to XD9 plus here. Let me click cancel. XD plus. Let me go here and make sure that I've got everything set. Sorry, guys, I need to verify this first. So X9D plus 2019. Yep, that's it. Okay, that'll work. I'll keep this the way it is, and I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I keep it in that folder. So on my SD card, yeah, it makes it a ton faster. Hey, I'm glad that you got it, Michael. It took me a while to get there, but I'm glad we got it working for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the X9D card contents here. Where did I put it? X9D right here. And that is going to be this .6, which is this one. All right. So in my SD card folder, I'm going to transfer this to my actual other X9D Plus file. So let me click copy. And it's apparently I have an X9D FrSky. So let me look for F here. F, where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So this is the other one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rename this to this SD card folder to old because I don't want to mess with this one. So let me do that. Let me rename this _ old. All right. And I'm going to paste the new SD card contents here. So let me go and do this. Paste. So we went from 2,100 plus files to 345 files, right? So that's good. These are some of the firmwares that I have that we used. I'm not going to worry about that. And my wife is back. All right, she might need help with the dog, so hold on. Okay, let's see where we're at now. So let's go ahead now and apply this firmware update. So let me go here and see where our firmware is. And I'm going to tell it to download again because I want to make sure I have the right one. So download firmware. This time I'm going to put it in a different folder. So I'm going to go to my documents and settings, and I'm going to go to my FrSky right here, and I'm going to go to my SD card. I'm going to go to firmware, and I'm going to make a new folder here called OpenTXFW, right? So OpenTXFW. Okay, and then here I'll save it. And again, guys, this is more just if you want to, I guess this wouldn't be at the pace of a tutorial as much as it is just to make sure that, you know, if there's something you want to pick up on this, you can. If you want to ask a question, you can. But I'm going to move like I normally would, I guess. All right, so we're going to write this to the radio, and we're going to click yes again to write. And I know we've done this once, but I want to go ahead and get this taken care of. And again, we're not using an SD card, so we want to make sure that we flash the firmware the way I showed last night, and it helps. So we've done this, right? And now I'm going to go ahead and disconnect because I want you to see... let me get, what is wrong with my, there we go. I want you to see what happens on here now. So let me go ahead and eject. Okay, I'm going to disconnect. And I'm going to, now you can see on the screen here, right? So let me show you this. There you go. So on here, you're going to see now, once you pull that USB card out, you're going to go to exit. Okay. Computer, or the thing's going to boot up. Okay. And you're going to have a whole bunch of warnings here, right? So now we need to update, because if you look at the bootloader now, so let me show you this real quick. Let me turn this off. All right. If you look at the bootloader, we're still at 2.3.0, but our firmware is 2.3.7. So here's where you're going to go and do this without using a memory stick. So let's go ahead and turn this off. And we're going to go ahead now with it off, and we're just going to plug the USB in, just directly. No doing anything else. Just do it like that. And then let me show you what we're going to do here. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Now we're going to come up and we're going to open our OpenTX again. And this time we're going to just click here and click write firmware to radio, right? Just like that, because that's going to do the bootloader now. So make sure we have our correct version. FrSky, there you go. That's the right version we just downloaded. And we're going to go ahead and click, I don't know if that's giving me an error on this one. Oh, hold on. Why is my driver not initialized? Hold on one second. And such comes the fun of maybe having a few errors. So let's see if we have this issue, and I don't know if it'll be my PC, so I better check. Yeah, we have no connection right now, and let's see what we've got on this side. All right, let me go to my control panel. Now comes the fun part of seeing what has happened to my drivers. All right. I'm waiting to hear it initialize. So far, I'm not hearing it, so. It tells me it's on my PC end and not on this thing, so let me just see. Okay, so I switched USB ports. Let me see if that's going to work. So again, we're going to try it and see if we have any issues. Write the firmware. No, sorry, we're going to go here to write the firmware to the radio. Let's verify again that everything's right. It is. And there we go. So I have my USB port. One of my USB ports has gone all woppy-jawed, but we'll figure it out. Let me get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. And we can see that it's writing right now. I'll have to figure out what's wrong with my port. Probably been abusing the heck out of it, so that's going to be my punishment. All right, so we got our XM Plus, and we have our update cable, which I was using yesterday. So unfortunately, everything's a complete mess here from yesterday's work, and I haven't had a chance to clean it, but I will. All right, we're almost done. So without using the memory stick, sorry, without using the memory stick, we have now, should have been able to upload the bootloader. So now we're just gonna right click here and eject it. Okay, and here we go. Now we're gonna turn this on. Actually, let me do it like this and I'll show you. And there we go. Now you can see that our bootloader is now at 2.3.7, okay? So everything's good there. And let me go ahead and click exit. Okay, excellent. All right, now, that is how you set up the radio. The radio now has the newest firmware. Yeah, okay, I got that real quickly. Let me click exit. Okay, so now we're going to turn this off, and now I will have to use a memory stick because I do want to update, and I'm going to update using the memory card for the receiver, right? So let's go ahead and knock that out real quick. So let me do this, and I'm going to go ahead and update the firmware. So let's go to the 2019, and we are looking for the XM Plus, which I downloaded yesterday. So let me go to another one. Desktop, I think I put on the desktop, yep. QX7, and I believe that it is in here, RX, and there it is. This is for the XM Plus. So we'll click copy. I'm gonna put that in my firmware folder for 2019. And so we're going to make a new folder here, and we're going to call this one, obviously, oops, firmware. Let's go right here. And we're going to call this FrSky RxFW, so FrSky Rx firmware. And we're going to paste our XM Plus here, okay? Perfect. All right, now let me see what's on this card here, because I have a memory stick sitting right here, and I don't know what's on it. So let me go ahead and pop this in. There we go. And now I'll go back and get into our computer and see what we've got. Okay, there we go. All right. I'm going to wait for this now open real quickly because it's going to take a second to read the memory card, and we should see something popping up here shortly. Okay. Come on. There we go. There's the new volume right here, and this is going to be, oh yeah, this is from what I did yesterday. All right, because I believe that was taken out of here. Let me see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and delete all these. And we're going to synchronize the two USB cards and the files, and we should be good to go. And again, guys, there's a whole video on tutorials on this. I'm just kind of speeding through it so that I can get this out to the customer, but I figured you guys, if you want to see it, we can do that. So let's go now, and we're going to synchronize our SD card, and we're going to tell it that we want to use, and this is what happened yesterday. It's actually kind of weird. So the D drive, right, doesn't show up. So let me do this. So I'm just going to tell it D drive. I could not get it to show on my computer, so let me do that real quick. There we go. Select folder, and we're going to tell it to start. So here goes. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this XM Plus open. Hey, babe. Sam. She can't hear me. Darn it. Let me get my update cable. Let me go check with her on something real quick. Hey, babe. Hey, on that X9D Plus 2019 special edition, did you not get 2 receivers? Can you check his order and see if you got 2 receivers? I thought there were 2. I just want to make sure.
Are you done with your video?
No, it's live right now.
Oh.
Want to say hi?
No. Hi.
Hey, she's working hard. She's shipping. She's packing all the stuff up. You got to see what she's done, man. It's awesome.
Okay. You did get 2 XM Plus.
Okay, so I need another one then, please.
Okay.
And we'll flash both of them.
No, lo mein.
How you doing, babe?
Good.
How are the dogs? What'd the vet say?
Everything's
Sorry, we're live, so you have to hear everything. Hold
They're
on.
fine. They're
Wait,
healthy.
what?
They're fine. They're healthy. He said Clementine needs to see a dentist, and I was like, okay, we'll get right on that.
Yeah, so she has bad teeth?
He just said that she needs a cleaning. But not Nikki, because she's got one tooth. So
I mean, yeah.
I guess he
Okay.
didn't feel like Nikki needed to go.
That's awesome. All right. So we've got 2 XM Pluses to do, so we'll knock those out real quickly. All right, so this is done. So we're going to click close. Okay, and so now I think we're going to go ahead and let's read what models are on here to begin with. We have model 1, so I'm going to go ahead and just like I did yesterday. I really think that we need to. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can open what we did yesterday. Hey, I did right here. Look at this. So I'm going to open this. It's not. No. Models and settings video. Do you wish to continue with the conversion? No. So I'm going to copy that over because I like to have a default, and I'm going to start doing that from now on. Instead of making new folders every time, I'm just going to use a default folder because it does allow me to set everything up properly. So I'm going to go to my desktop and copy that folder out. So here, and we're going to SD card, and we're going to go to models. I'm going to take this one because what I did here is I created a model that I think would be good for the customers. Like it's model 1 is for like D16 and model 2 is for like R9M long range. This way, if you order from me and you have me do this, you'll end up with 2 models ready to go, and all you have to do is just copy them. So let me do that. It makes it much easier. SD card. Let's go to models and let's paste. Okay, there we go. All right, now let's open that folder. Oh, Robert, I'm not going to read that out loud, but yes, I agree with you 100%, sir. Oh my God, you made me laugh. Okay, so I think it was in documents actually. So let's go to FrSky. Here we go. And we're going to go to SD card, and we're going to go to models. And I thought it was here, but I'll paste it again anyway. Okay, let's click open. And we're going to convert. All right, so look at this now, right? So here I created 2 different ones, and if you double click on them, you can go. I set up the switches and everything. I mean, you really don't have to worry about this, right? You could just take this models if you want it, and you want to set up models, you just let me know, and I'll put the link on our page. You can just download these, and it's got everything set to go. ARM switch, mode switch, fail-safe, everything's set, and all you have to do is just keep copying these. So these are going to be for D16 like the XM Plus. These will be for the R9M if you're using a module with long range. It's so much easier this way. All right, I want to write these, right? I want to write these to the radio now. So let's write these to the radio, and we can do a check. Fine, why not? Okay, and now if I close this and I read from radio, yes, I want to save. Let's save. And I'm going to save this to mine. So let me go to my documents, FrSky X9D+, SD card, models, and we'll save it here. Let's just click save. Okay, there we go. Now if I want to read from the radio, make sure that they copied over, and there they are, okay? So now I have it, and I'm going to go ahead and synchronize the SD card to copy that models folder over, so let's go ahead and do that. It's just go really quick, actually. Okay, perfect. All right, so 2 created, and that's for that. And now we're done. So we have our model set up, so we can do our D16. We have our X plus firmware, XM plus firmware. So now what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect, okay? So let me go ahead and disconnect. So we're going to click eject here, right click, and then left click on eject. There we go. Done. Okay. Now I'm going to remove the USB cable, and I'm going to use this as my stand, and we're just going to focus now on the radio on the table here. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we're gonna go back to exit now.
Welcome to OpenTN.
Now we got voice, and we're getting ready to do our firmware update.
Throttle warning.
Okay, there we go.
Switch warning.
Okay, let me make sure all my switch. There we go. Okay, so SD card warning. It should have been the right version, so I'll have to check and see. That I did have that issue before. I'll just go back and reload it again. That won't be a problem. But right now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and get started on the firmware update, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our firmware cable, our update cable, which you can find on our website if you don't have one, and we're going to set this with, I believe it's going to go ground and then signal. So it'll be ground, positive, and signal, just like that. So black, red, and yellow, right? And now, let me just get these wires long enough to where they can reach, and I can still keep this battery here, right? And I'm going to take the first one, and on the, as you can see on the XM, and I think the diagram's actually on the silver, it is. So on the XM Plus, if you look at this with the antennas facing up, it's S-bus, 5 volt, and ground, okay? So we're going to do this accordingly. S-bus is going to be the top one. We're going to go from the bottom for that, and then 5 volt will be the middle, and we're going to go through the top for that, so we have space for these. And then ground will be the last one, and we'll come from the bottom of that. And that way you can fit all 3 cables in at the same time. And if I can get, there we go. Okay, now as long as it's touching fine, it should be okay. So we're going to hold our menu button down, click page, go to firmware, and we're going to go to FrSky RX firmware. That's a folder we created. Go to XM Plus, and we're going to do the RSSI 16. So hold that down, and we're going to click Flash S port. Oops. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Let me do this one. I removed it, so we'll do the channel 8, Flash S port. Okay, and let's see if we can get this to read. And there it goes. So it's going to start writing. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. You're 100% right. And you better be able to hear them too, because woo, you get yourself in a hot mess. Okay, so we're going to update this one, and then we're going to test it. Well, and we're going to update both of them because he's got 2 of them coming, right? So we're going to update both of them, and then we're going to test them on the Toolkit RC. And from there, this would be ready to ship, okay? And I want to thank my customer for ordering from us. I appreciate your support with this, and I hope you're happy with your new purchase. I love this radio, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy it as well. All right, let's click OK, and then now we're going to get our second receiver. We're going to do the same thing. So from the bottom, we will do we'll do the S-bus here, and the ground on the end, like this. If I can get it in there, and then we will do the positive in the center. Like that. And let's see if we've got a good enough signal for that one. And we'll flash it. There we go. So we're going to have both of these updated, and it'll be good to go. Okay, guys? Hope that helps you. It's a very simple process, and all the files are going to be available, so I will actually update the site with these files. As a matter of fact, I may do it now while we're just sitting here. We go to the website. Hey, man, look, I'm going to tell you like this. You know, I don't know where I'd be if it wasn't for her. I can tell you that she, you know, after so many times of thinking you find the right person or you think that you know what you're looking for, somebody comes along and they just, wham, and they just teach you properly. And I'm thankful forever for that. So I agree with you. Grounded is easy, for sure. Okay, these are updated now. So let's go ahead and test it now, right? So we want to bind, okay? So we're going to take this here, and I'm going to use this Toolkit RC. I'm going to try. I know this is, with this battery laying out like this, it's not exactly ideal, but I want to, I'm kind of running out of space because I haven't really had time to do much from yesterday. But here it goes. Okay, so let's see. Where am I at? I'm going to go ahead and plug this in here to the signal side on this Toolkit RC. All right, so that's in. And I've got my bind button ready to go. I've just got to make sure I hold these wires properly because here it's going to wiggle a little bit. So what I'm going to do is, on my model, now I've got my model, right? So if I hit menu, you're going to see there's my model, there's my main one. Now I said we're going to copy these. I don't want people using the main, either one, because they're set up perfect right now. So instead of having to redo it, just do this. Hold it down, click copy, and then go down to number 3, and then there you go, okay? And so we're going to start with this one, and we're going to select it. So just hold it and then click select.
Throttle warning.
Okay, got it. And then let's go to main menu, or sorry, click page, and we're going to name this XM, XM, oh my gosh. These wheels and my fat fingers don't work well together, so let me try this again. X, M, P, L, God darn it. I know I'm going to move this thing and I'm going to pick the wrong letter. U, S. Okay, let's do XM plus, space, and then we're going to do 1, the number 1, right? So let's do 1. All right, and then we'll just get rid of the rest of these. All right, so there we go. So XM plus 1, whoops, menu page, and now we're going to bind it. And so that on, if you look here, that is on model 3. So if I click, if I click menu, you're going to see it's XM plus is model 3. So when I click page and I go, I'm going to set the receiver to model 3. So let me find where my internal is. Internal is going to be D16, ACCST D16, and we're going to switch the receiver number to number 3.
Radio antenna defective.
Yeah, be quiet. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And we're going to get ready to bind it. So now I'm going to turn this on to put it in bind mode. So hold the button down.
Radio antenna defective.
Stop talking to me. Okay, it's in bind mode right now. So I'm going to go ahead and hit bind. And we're going to do, it's 8, we'll do...
Radio antenna defective.
Let's see, 1 through 8, telemetry on. Okay, and we've got it blinking now. I don't know if you see that, but it's blinking red. All right, so we're done.
Radio
Click
antenna
exit.
defective.
All right, I'll do my update on my radio antenna. Give me a second here. Would you, lady, stop yelling at me, please? Okay, so now we want to test it. So we're going to turn this off.
Radio antenna defective.
Okay, turn it back on. And I'm going to go to my measure option here.
Radio
And
antenna
I'm going to go
defective.
exit. And as you can see, we now have all our switches are functioning and we can read. So we know our S-bus is working and you can see it responding. Okay, so this one's done.
Radio antenna
And I will
defective.
shut her up and do the antenna change in a second. So that one is done. So we're done. So let me go ahead and power this off. Okay.
Radio antenna defective.
Exit. Let me get this done here and let me see if I can now.
Radio antenna defective.
Let me do this here real quick. Let's go to menu, and then we're going to copy now. And I'm going to copy the XM plus 1. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to put it
Radio antenna
to
defective.
here. Dude, I mean, it's really making me mad right now, but I'm just trying to finish this real quickly.
Radio antenna defective.
All right, hold on. Leave me alone a second. Let me do this real quickly. Let's do this, and let's select the model.
Throttle warning.
Oh my
Switch
gosh,
warning.
top. Lady. There. Okay, I have to fix
Radio
those.
antenna
I have to fix those
defective.
anyway. This is awesome. Okay, page, menu, page, and let's change this now. And we're going to say that's XM plus 2.
Radio antenna defective.
Okay, and there we go. 2. And then we're going to change this to number 4. Okay. And now let me do something here real quick. 'cause
Radio antenna
this thing's going to
defective.
drive me nuts. So let me go to my settings here real quick. I need to set all these real quick. What year?
Radio antenna defective.
5920. Sorry, I should have done this anyway.
Radio antenna defective.
What is the date today? Today is the 7th. Okay.
Radio antenna
and we
defective.
are what? 11. Sorry, turn your turn your speakers down until I get this stopped. I want to get this part set up first. So let me go to 38.
Radio antenna defective.
8, there we go. And then let's go down. And first thing we're going to do is we are going to shut this lady up. So let's just...
Radio antenna defective.
Thank you. Let me go here and just shut it a second. Okay. And then let me make sure I've got everything else here. Where am I? Okay. I think everything else is pretty much set except for my time zone, which needs to be a -6. Let's go with that. Or I think it's -6. All right. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not worried about the rest of this. So now what I want to do is I'm going to go to my menu. Let me power this off real quick. That's driving me nuts. our connection is solid, so let me just see. Is that lunch I smell, babe?
Yes.
Woo! I'm excited. I still have to fix my memory card issue. So let's go ahead and hit menu. Yes, DX. I got it. I got it. And let me go here and click menu, page, and let's get ready to bind number 4. And then I will finish the radio issue here in a second. Where did I put this? So there's one right there. So let me go ahead and do this next one. And we will go ground. We will do S-bus here, and we will do our stuff here accordingly. Okay, and now we're going to go into bind mode. So let me go ahead and do that. Hey man, and it's steak too. I can smell it. It's the steak, huh, Mama?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna bind. Let's do 18 telemetry on. Here we go. We got our red light flashing again. I don't think you guys can see that. Let me see if I can show you. So there it is right there flashing. So we're good to go there. Let's go ahead, enter. Okay, exit that, and we're gonna go ahead and turn this off. Turn it back on and make sure that we can get, we are bound now, so let me go ahead and go to my measurement, go to S-bus, and you can see now we have our stick movement here. So we have now both of them done. Okay, now I need to go ahead and get this 2 issues solved here. So let me go ahead and power this off. Our receivers are done. I need to get the SD card issue taken care of as well. So let me go ahead and power this down real quick and see what we can do here. So let me get over here. Okay, and see what we can do. And I will let you guys see this screen. Okay, put this out of here, move that out of the way, and let's open OpenTX. Okay, so I need to check out why the SD card folder that we put on here is saying it's a problem. So let me check and make sure that that's right. It's here that it's saying there's a problem, so let me verify. No, it's not real carbon fiber. No. It's just like a film. There is ABS plastic that has a carbon fiber look to it, and you can form mold it, and I believe that that's what this is. It's form molded ABS with carbon fiber. If you do a search for like ABS carbon fiber form molding, you'll find this kind of a thing happening. Okay, so I need to, oh, you know what? I see what's missing. There's one thing here that's missing, and it may be the cause of it. So you see how there's a file here that's not, let me show you here. Hold on. Hey, babe.
Hello.
What you doing?
I was checking the color of 8mm strips.
Let me see where I'm at here. So, where is my folder? Models here. XD Plus 2019, SD card contents, and it's not here either. So let me go to my SD card contents folder here, which is this one. See this right here? This. So let me click copy, and let me paste this over here. And that is something that I've done before, and I guess I must not grab it when I click the copy and paste. So let me click paste. I'm going to go back and I'm going to synchronize here. So let's go ahead and synchronize and see if it moves that one file over. Yeah, there's one file. Okay, so hopefully that error on that will be gone, and that's all. I think it's all because that one file's missing. Okay, so you guys give me a second. I gotta go run. Gotta restroom break. 2 seconds. Be right back. Be right back, babe. Don't let anybody steal here. Look out, bro. Let me finish this up, okay?
Yes.
All right, sorry guys, but when you're live, you gotta do it. There you go. Okay, so there we go. And now let's see where we're at. So let's click close and let's disconnect. And let's eject this one too. Where's it? Eject. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna pull this out here and hopefully that error will now go away with the SD card not being right. Throttle warning, fine. Failsafe, fine. No, it still says it. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the entire SD card again. So let me turn this off. Let me make sure I've got this right. All right, so we have this error that I need to fix. Let me see what I have. So let me go back to, wait for these to pop up real quick. I don't think I can format it, but I may just reformat the card because I grabbed it off my desk and I should have probably just formatted it anyway. So let me, I don't think I can do it this way though, but I'll try. Format, and it should be a quick format, start, and click OK. And I think it's going to error out when I do that, but I'm not sure. If it does, I'll take the memory card out and do a fresh format this way. Yeah, and this is where it usually will have an issue. So wonderful. All right, so let's cancel, and we will get this out. I have to wait now. Let me see. Okay, no, cancel. There we go. All right, so I'm going to turn this. I'm going to eject the USB, and I'm going to take the card. I took it, and it had already been used. I just thought that I could use it, but I'm probably just going to go through a clean format and do it myself. So let me do this. Disconnect. I don't have time to wait for that memory card to open up, so let me take that out, and we'll do a fresh format on it. Give me 1 second. We need to see if this is what the problem was, because I had it for a different radio, but would have thought it would have been fine. Okay, now we should see the card pop up. Cancel. Okay. Cancel. Close. And now I'm going to do run control because it's a 64 gig card. So let me go to administrative tools, computer management, and let's see disk management and see if it pops up here. There it is. Okay, so we're going to delete this. So delete, yes. And then we'll create. Next. I forgot with the SD card, you can't talk. All right, 16,000. Okay, click OK, next. Next. .32, next. Finish. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and eject this, and eject. There it is. Let's go ahead and turn this off. All right. I want to check and make sure that the SD card contents that were downloaded was for the 2019 Plus, and I have a feeling that may be the other issue. So let me go back to my OpenTX now. Well, I'm thinking that this could very well be it, but I need to see. Let me close this real quick. You see, because I'm thinking that it's not the right one, but I want to check. So let me go back here, make sure that we have the 2019. And my only concern is I thought that there was an SE, but I guess not. Or an S, I mean. But I don't see it. Okay, so what I'll do then, yeah, partition it, yeah, it makes it a lot easier, but this is bothering me here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go to the, let me go back here real quick. Something doesn't seem right. Let me go to my download, and let me go to download SD card contents, and I want to check something. Let me do this.
Can we open the garage?
Oh, is John here?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Just let him know I'm still on, huh? I'm hang tight. This is, you gotta get some more done here too. So I'm gonna check this one out and see, because I can't imagine that there's an. Yeah, come on in, John. There's something up with that one, but I'm gonna check real quick. So let me just make sure.
You gonna go say hi? Yeah.
Forgive the mess, John. It's been crazy. I always tell you that.
Hey, you're always doing that.
All right.
I'm used to it.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, no jokes, please. Everybody, John, everybody say hi. Not everybody, there's not a ton of people.
That's incredible. That's from his garden?
That's from my garden.
Oh, did you bring us some plants, some food, some? Oh.
This is celery. This is just a tiny portion of what we've got. I'm literally throwing away trash can full of things. They've
Really?
taken over the whole garden.
Oh my gosh.
These are
perfect.
some of the biggest ones. This is
They're
some
talking about
rosemary.
That's John back there. You can see him too, right there. Yeah. He is an instructor for Humble IST at Atascocita High School, and he is one of the driving forces behind the drone programs out there. So, pretty awesome.
The last bit.
He has a passion for it, which I appreciate,
Coriander.
and he's bringing us
Is all this
stuff from the garden, which is pretty cool.
They just ripened up, so I took some, and these are from cilantro.
Yeah.
So.
So I'm gonna go
if
back
you
and I'm gonna
wanna plant
rename
them, you
this
can plant 'em.
Okay.
again
If you
as
wanna grind 'em up and use 'em, you
Yeah.
can use it that way.
I don't know. There's something
Literally,
else. I
I
think
mean,
it's something else, but let me see.
The cilantro comes up first,
Yeah.
covers everything.
Okay, so this is
and then
open. So let me
celery
go to the
comes up,
show and
covers
folder.
everything.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the
And
folder I have.
just in case,
Close this
stock
down.
on coriander. And this is instructions on how to dry the bacons.
Thank you so much.
And I am going to delete.
I am so excited. Thank
I'm
you.
going to make this
you got the
underscore
bone. So
old
cool.
2.
Oh, hi.
And let me put everything else together.
Look, I'll say hi. Oh.
And they're killing me. New folder. Let's just put all this stuff in old zip. Sorry, I'm just cleaning this up.
Thank you so much for all this.
Yes, thanks, John. And make sure to tell your wife you say thank you. You don't get all the credit. Just making it clear. All right, let's put this here. And let's put these all new folder, old SD
Did you bring in your
cards.
bone? So cool.
Sam,
Sorry.
seriously. Okay, so we're gonna make a new folder called SD card. Okay. All right, brother. You take care, man. I get it. Go get your stuff done. I'm just working today. Figure I'm gonna stream live while I work. So y'all have fun. Stop in when you want. All right. So here's our download. So let's click copy. Let's paste it here.
Tree.
Let's extract.
That's incredible.
Where did you come from?
Extract all
You're
that.
not supposed to get that big.
I have like my indoor plants, but I just started doing like herbs. Oh, I'm disturbing you?
No, I'm listening. Well, I'm waiting for this to download.
Oh, and I just started doing herbs, and I killed one mint plant, but my other one is still okay, and my tomatoes I got one red one, so the other ones are green, but I haven't killed those yet, so getting there.
Yeah, we've got mint, but because they're so evasive,
Mm-hmm.
we had to put them in a pot.
Really?
So they grow up, and it gets hot, they die because they're in a pot, and they don't get enough more, so they die. In the fall, they come back out again. It's
Yeah.
like, why don't you take care of your mints?
Hey, Sam. You want to take a call from my mom? Oh, I'll take it. Let me see. Hello. Mom, yeah, I'm doing a live feed. What's up, Mom?
She does that. So the UPS driver came by and.
Okay, don't tell the boys that, please.
Got the dogs or whatever. So
All right, Mom, see you, bye.
For some reason, Lorraine wouldn't come up to her, and so it's like, it's weird. She's
All right.
really shy like that, and so Lorraine had gone back inside.
All right, so we're gonna try this SD card and try to get rid of this error that it was giving me with the SD card, because that should have been an easy load, but for some reason it was giving me an error. So I'm thinking maybe I have a corrupted file. So we're gonna see. Okay, so let's go now. This should be it. So let's go to sounds, and we're gonna delete the sounds again that we don't need.
Her bone, so she's.
Uh,
Yeah, one time has the bone.
She's
So that's-
distracted.
Yeah, go on, it's
Okay.
okay. There she is.
delete.
Distracted? Yeah.
All right, SD card, and now we're gonna take all the contents of this, and we're gonna copy it to our SD card folder that's here.
I did promise the cilantro,
Paste.
but by the time I got around to get this, they started
Okay,
seeding.
and then we want to make sure that our model is set up to point at that folder. So let's go ahead. No, that's back up.
Just let them see.
Let's go ahead
Thank you.
and make sure that we're in Documents,
So if you want
X9D+,
cilantro, I'll have plenty next
SD
spring.
card, and click Select Folder.
I have
Uh,
one that's potted, but it's.
We're going to be
not
Mode
doing
2,
So good.
and
I
I
heard
will
it's better like in the
go
winter, like
here.
kind of cooler before it gets too hot.
Right now, they're gone. They
Yeah.
should be seeding and dying.
Yeah. Mine looks about like
Okay.
this, but.
Okay. Let's do OK. All right, so that should be fine. So now let's go ahead and synchronize the card and click Start. Let's see what happens. Maybe we get rid of this error. So give that a second. I need to check on something over here. How's the shipping going?
It's a lot.
You have a lot of orders?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Don't forget, I gotta get this radio out today. That's why I want to get it done. So.
And what's funny is like Shopify
hey.
updated their
Hey.
yeah Shopify updated their stuff.
Yeah.
So now it tells me how many items are in order
Oh, it does?
and what shipping they used. If they chose priority first
Oh,
class
right
or
on, right on.
UPS.
Awesome. Okay, so let me see. John will be done in just a minute, I promise.
I talked to a person over at Solid Professor. They do a lot of CAD lessons.
Yeah.
CAD lessons. And they told me the best program for CNC is Fusion. That's Autodesk specialty to do CNC programming from 3D drawings.
And what do they say? And why do they say it's the best?
Because that's what it was designed for.
I mean, yeah, but it's.
Out of the Autodesk products.
I see.
And since I've got Autodesk license that I could use for my students, I could get Fusion, and then I could teach Fusion to the students.
All right, so let's see what we have here. So if I go here,
I was gonna ask if you tried
and
it
we
yet,
have
but I
our
haven't been to
sounds.
school to try it, so.
Okay, so
Well,
I
we
did
don't
not
have
get the
CNC.
SD card error this time, so that's taken care of now. So there was something with the download and the SD card version. That has now been eliminated. Let me go ahead and verify that.
The mill and the lathe.
And then what I'm going to do here is
Yeah.
I want to see, now I'm getting, the only other thing I'm getting now, make sure I don't have this
And I
error. So
really don't
throttle,
know what they're
okay,
gonna
fail
do.
safe, okay. SD card problem is gone. So that was a solution for that. But now we have this antenna
And
issue,
apparently
right? So I'm going to go ahead and
sometimes
remove this
now, but
and
sometimes
find out
when they go
what
to drone programs, they focus just on flight.
Yeah.
And that's what they've been doing for AHS, or UML.
Yeah.
They
Can't
focus on
imagine.
flight,
With the defective
but they
antenna.
don't focus on the other half.
The building and everything.
Building, electronics.
Let's try this one and see.
understanding how everything works and being able to repair it. So
Nope,
that
still
has
have
to
it.
be ignored. It's not a full package.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to bring in the full package. I mean, we've got the flight program with Mr. Finance.
Let's see.
And I talked to
Let's see.
another
TX antenna
company
problem. Why?
that they have a full flight
Why? Let me
package
go here.
Yeah.
with technical certification
So let me go menu.
and
I'm going to select
for
this
industrial
model.
certification, not technical.
And I want to see if I have any errors like that.
And it's
Because it may be a
college
setting that I have then. So let me
Able
verify.
to
And what I'm thinking is it's a compatibility conversion issue when I brought it over, because the error now I have nothing.
That's a lot.
And so let me go ahead and
One semester.
hit menu, go up. Now, if I do get it, it would happen again here, I would think. So let's see if we get it
That's good to
again.
grab now.
Yeah.
And if not,
They name drop.
then
it,
it's
said
specific to my
Embry
model. So let me go
Road
ahead and do
uses
this,
program.
menu,
Who is
down
that?
to my model,
It's America's premier
and click
aviation.
and select,
Oh, really?
and then click, let me see the error come up.
I knew about Embry Riddle back when I was
Okay,
in high
and
school.
then click
They've been around a long time.
menu,
They
page.
focus on aeronautics.
Let me see what
engineering.
has happened here. So,
Wait, would you guys be the first school to,
internal, okay.
first district, I guess, too?
Well, if we spend time and put together a really nice all-around package, yeah, we
Yeah.
will be the first school to have a complete package.
Alright, so let me do this instead. So let me go ahead,
That's
click
awesome.
menu,
And
menu
then
page.
listening to Tarek,
Yes.
and he, with his recommendations about what the industry's looking for, I'm hoping that we'd be a go-to for the industry,
Yeah.
especially around here,
For what's that?
for our drone program. Because everybody's focused on flight. It's all they're focused on, Part 107 flying, Part 107 flying. Nobody's focused on designing, manufacturing, repairing. None of them do that.
Well, right now I'm focused on trying to fix this stupid antenna issue, and I think it's something I copied over, so this ought to be fun. So let me go ahead and create a new model. God darn it. And then let's go to our quad. And, okay, fine. One, that's fine. Page, 2, 3, 2, okay.
Holy crud, this is a toothpick.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to confirm this real quickly, and then I'm going to go to page, and then I'm going to go to my internal, and I'm going to turn it on, and I will make this number, yeah, I see there it is right there. So I have a firmware issue with this one right here. So let me see.
Oh, that reminds me.
Why is this? Let me go ahead and do a. Let me go check the update here because this is not.
Is the X9 light blue?
The X. Yeah, there's a blue. Make sure. Sam, can you silence that, please? Click on the thing and silence that for me.
Seems like someone's been busy on the metal themselves.
Yes. He's been cutting already. Past like 3 days, right, babe?
What's that?
Been cutting on the cutter.
Oh yeah.
Well, with this seemingly philosophy, or this philosophy that's coming up of taking everything away from China, it might be interesting. You heard what Japan's doing, didn't you?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm it's still streaming here. Let me get this on real quick. No, what is the, what are, I see, no, hold on. It's taking my mind off. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I've got a error here. Let me run real quick. Just. see what we got. Nope. So we're gonna do a. Hey Finley, how's it going over there in the UK? So I'm just streaming today during repair. So jump in as you wish. Sorry, John, I cut you off. What were you saying now?
Oh, what Japan's doing with their companies?
No, what they're doing?
They're offering the companies money to move their companies out of China and back to Japan.
Well, I think overall, at the end of the day, I still question how anybody can claim to be a superpower when you depend on medicine and everything else from another country. No offense to anyone else, but if I wanted to be self-sufficient, I would try to make sure I was self-sufficient on all levels. I don't understand the concept yet, but I'm not even going to get into the politics of that because right now I've got a radio that is driving me nuts. So let me go to my profiles. Radio profiles now, X9D plus 2019, and we are running into, so I'm going to try a different firmware. So let me see if I take a firmware from here, and I'm going to load it from an older firmware and just see if that's where the problem is, because I can't, right now there's no reason this should be giving me an error. So let's go to Documents, plus old SD card 1, firmware, OpenTX, and this is 2.3.7. This is it right here. Let me copy this one and move it over. Unless the radio is maybe bad. Okay, so let's select this one and let's write it. I'm not sure I like that, but let's see. Okay, so we're going to disconnect now, and okay, let's go ahead and disconnect, put everything down, click exit, and then, oh, and I think we just shut it down. Hold on. And that's it. Now we've locked ourselves out of the radio. Well, might as well, if it's going to happen, let it happen live. John,
Yes.
well, you brought me bad luck. Now the entire system is down, so let's see what we can do. So now we can't get the system to turn on at all, guys. Okay, so the system is locked. The radio is locked entirely. So what I'm going to try to do, and it's funny, I just talked about this morning, early this morning when I was doing this, is we are going to try to write the firmware directly to the bootloader now, and I'm going to see. I mean, maybe we have. Let's write this. Let's see if we can make it work. This is going to be fun. So for all of you that were just kind of stopping by, now you get to see what happens when it's live and not recorded and edited, which I don't really edit my videos anyway, but this is going to be a big pain in the butt. John, what do we got on yours, by the way? I could try to clean some space in this mess. What do you got?
Just a couple of things.
Well, you can tell me. I'm listening. I got nothing but time right now.
Well, speaking of transmitters, I have one transmitter.
Oh boy, what happened to it?
Oh, it's an easy one. This one's physical, not programmable.
Oh, okay, great. I can deal with that.
And then I need to work on the Titan, on the wiring and the spacing. I'm having some issues with spacing and
Okay.
trying to make things fit. I think I've got it, but I need to pass that ideal and see if that works.
Okay.
Then play the rest by ear.
Well, that's what I've been doing here, and so far I've now locked out my transmitter. So let's close this and let's see what happens. And there you go. See, so at least we're back. We locked ourselves out. If you reload the bootloader there, you'll be back. Now, let me see what errors we have, okay? Because this is concerning. So we still have a TX problem. All right, before I throw it in and say that we have a bad radio, I need to open another special edition unit. Darn it. This is ridiculous. what did they load on here? 2.3.7. So as you can see, we're going to keep getting these errors here. Don't think. Hey, can I swap these seats for a second? Sorry. That one. Just take whatever's on there off, and let me check this real quick.
You mean take my stuff off?
Oh, is that yours? Sorry, I thought it was mine. That was mine. I'm going to see if, before I replace the radio, let me go see if FrSky has mentioned anything about this, because I mean, I've done these and we haven't had a problem like this before. So let's see if FrSky RC has done anything that mentions this issue. All right, let me go here. Oh, that's right. There is an ISRM update. I don't know which one this has. Let me see. I forgot about that. Usually I put that on there. So let me just check real quick. Yeah, okay. And go to my 1.1.3 is what's on here. It's right here. I'm not going to go to 2.1.0, so let me just check. Stop doing that. Okay. I'll take it anyway. Let me just see 1.3. FCC. Okay. Let's download it anyway, just to see. So that's right here. Show in folder. And let's do a. You know what? Let me do this. I'm going to send it back to factory and start
Welcome
again.
to OpenTX.
Okay, let's do our calibration. So let me get these in the center. I'm just going to restart it back and think maybe a corrupted file caused this problem, because I cannot accept yet that it's this. So let's hit enter, enter. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's turn these. Maybe it's a bad file. Let's see. Okay. Hit enter. All right. So now let's see if we have a problem. So let's go to menu, page. Let's see what's activated here. So internal is, let's turn it to on. And let it sit.
Radio antenna defective.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's still here. So let me power this down and go get another one. Darn it. Plus 2019. Where is it? Hey Sam, I need a 2019 special edition carbon fiber. Can you get it real quick? Because I think this one may be bad. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna change this out and see if it's bad. What's that? All right, brother, you take care, Finley. Stop on in. Whatever. I'm just doing this only to maybe give somebody something to watch and catch up on if they are sitting around and need some help. So, Sam, I think this is defective. I don't know. It's at this point, before I go too much farther, I want to make sure that if it's the radio or not. Okay.
Okay.
So, can you give me a carbon fiber version? Mm-hmm. Thank you, ma'am. Now we know the receivers are good, so we're gonna go put those back away. Those have been set up, but I think maybe we have a bad radio, or maybe we have some corrupted files. So let me go ahead and take the memory out, and let me take this out. Set these aside. I'm gonna put the radio aside. And we're gonna try another brand new 2019 special edition. This one. How many does it say we have before you go?
I didn't check. I just.
Well, that would have been easier. Let me check that real quick then. Before you go all over the place on it.
Careful, no nipping, no nipping. Picking, yes.
Is it fine?
Nipping, no.
No.
Okay, so and you don't know how many we have?
I have not. Just give me another.
Yeah, it's just easier to do it this way. So look on here and see. Okay, so grab me a blue one, please.
Okay.
And I can always change the shell, but just grab me the blue ones, be the same thing. See if we can make this work this way. That's ridiculous. Thanks, babe. All right, so we're gonna try another radio and see if the problem follows or not. So let me just do that. John, no offense, but I'm streaming live. I don't need a little puppy talk. All right, let's see what we have here. So here's the same thing, but not in carbon fiber version. And I'm going to do exactly the same and see if I duplicate the problem or not. All right. Hey, Sean, how you doing, bud? Right now we're doing a simple out-of-box setup, and it has turned into a complete chaos. So lucky for you, if you get to watch, you get to see things go completely out of whack. Okay, so the first radio failed for reasons I cannot tell you right now, but I'm going to try this one. And so we're going to do the same thing. Okay, and we're going to try to write the firmware here. And let's go into our OpenTX. And let's select our radio profile. Is going to be, let me close all these down. That's two OpenTX. Those are two different ones. That's 2.2. I leave that one so that I can fix it. So let's go back here and check our profile, make sure. And again, X9D, X9SS, just okay. I'm just going to go ahead and write the firmware to the radio, and we're going to click load.
to work at TX. Throttle warning.
So far with D16 activated here, there is no error. Wonderful. So it looks like the error may have been on the radio. So let's just see. So I'm going to do a full update on this radio. So let me power it off. See, man, that's a new radio out of box problem. If that's fact, that sucks.
It does.
Huh?
Says it does.
Yeah. All right, so we're connected to USB, and we're going to test this now and see if this is what the problem is. So under our profile, let me go ahead and look at the SD card. And I need for my drives to pop up here real quick, so give it a second for the Tyrannus and the new volume drive to pop up. Here they are. So there's new volume, and under firmware here, let me see. I'm going to go ahead and start. If that's the case, then I'm going to do a shell replacement. And I was doing a feed today. I started at 1 in the morning. I finished at 3 o'clock.
What the heck are you doing?
And then until 3:30, and then from 3:30 I did another feed till 4:30 fixing you guys' radio. I can't sleep. I don't want to sleep. I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. So I'm like, yeah, let's go.
You can go get loopy in about 2
I know.
hours.
Everything starts looking like chicken wing to me after a while. I'm like, man, this radio looks good. I'm getting hungry. I should eat the radio. All right. Oh, man, what a mayhem this is. It's been crazy busy. And I haven't get to fly. I got to fly once. It's like I don't get to enjoy it.
Yeah, well, today is a beautiful day to go fly.
Yeah, unfortunately, ain't gonna happen. Okay, so we've got this done. So we've synchronized. Now let me go ahead and write the firmware. So write firmware to radio, and we're going to use this firmware here, and we're going to write it and click write, and let's see what happens. Close. Let's do that. Now let's eject the radio from the machine. Okay, and here we go. I'm going to click exit, and we're going to see if we get any errors now. Okay, first thing is it looks like we are blocked out. So, and I did see this before. A customer of mine had this happen while I was helping him. I remoted in to fix it. So if you do this update, right, and you can't start, look, you can't start it anymore, right? The machine is just blocked. I mean, this is something that I've noticed. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in the USB without doing anything else. And I'm going to tell, like we did before, we're going to go ahead and do a write firmware. We're going to click write to TX, and it's going to actually update the bootloader. And it's an issue with the bootloader. So we're going to we're going to write it this way, and this way it should turn back on. Hey, babe, how's everything going?
Good.
It looks like that radio might be bad. So far, this one was fine.
Yeah.
So if anything, I'll swap the shells.
Okay.
Okay. Everything else component-wise is identical in the special edition, so it's just going to be a shell issue, which really, really makes me mad, though. While that's happening, I guess I could start clearing a path for John. John, a path for you, sir. In my collection of mess. Well, there's the path. I'm not ready yet. Hold on. Didn't really accomplish much there. Hey, what's Lomain doing out? Hey, Lomain, come here. Yeah. You want to say hi? Look, let me say hi. Look. Ready? You'll be famous for a minute. Ready?
Did I forget about little one over here?
She didn't come by here. This is my dog, Lomain. Say hi, Lomain. No? Look, say hi to everybody. See? Look. There's Lomain. She's awesome. That's my Yorkie. You ready? You go down. Where's Wonton? Come here, Wonton. Okay. Wonton. And this is my other Yorkie, Wonton. So we got wonton and lo mein, and then, okay, all right. Wonton and lo mein, and then noodles is
She's unavailable.
at my mother-in-law's, but she will be back soon. So wonton, noodles, and lo mein. These are the best dogs. All right, so let's go ahead now, and this is done. So let's switch back over. Click close. Oh man. Okay, so let's do this, and there we go. Now we're back up.
Welcome to OpenTX. Throttle warning.
Now I want to see. Yeah, there's no error on this one. So we have a bad radio, and
Throttle warning.
so that turns out to be what the issue is. So we will be getting that. It's my luck, but at least we see that it's bad, and we'll handle that accordingly. So yeah, so we had the this one here fail. Okay, this is brand new X9D+ 2019 special edition carbon fiber. So now it's going to be a little tricky here, and I'm going to see if I want to switch these or not. But as it stands right now, that's the issue. Everything else is now working like normal, I guess. Let me go ahead and make sure that we have these set. So let me go and click page, and we're going to name this one XM Plus X. That just sucks. That's a lot of time put in for that. P. Space, and then we'll put the number 1. Okay, and let's go up and make sure everything's set here. 16.1, okay. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. There we go. Now, let's see if we get the error. No. So no error there. And so let's go back. So we are with this one, XM Plus, and that's a D16. So now let's just test one of the receivers again, make sure we can bind it. It's a shame that we had that problem, but let's see what we have. Can we do this something about the door, please?
I'm doing it this time.
I know, John, it's not you. This time, John. All right, so we're gonna get this to bind so we can test it finally. After an hour and a half of something that should have been 20 minutes. All right, let's make sure that we get this done. Okay, we're in bind mode. Let's go ahead and bind. Binding, there it is. Turn this off. Turn it back on. Test the signal here by going to our measure option. We go to S-Bus and we move our sticks and everything is set. Okay, so we're good to go there. All right. So that's one. Let's power that down. Let it show. Okay. put this one away. And then we'll do the next one. Well, all right, actually, that's it. So we're done. So we had a bad radio, and we decided, and we found out during the stream. So that's it. It took an hour and 31 minutes to figure out what the problem was on a brand new radio. And now we'll contact FrSky and figure out what they want to do about it, okay? So guys, hope that helps you out. And we're going to be doing live the whole time here during different repairs. So if you want to just stop on by and see what we're working on, and if you have any questions, you can ask them at the time. I'll stop the feed now so we can stop the video and start a new session, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, if you have any questions, go to our website, cyclonefpv.com, and you can send me an email, and then please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will talk to you soon. All right, guys, safe flying, peace, God bless, go spend time with your family, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.